In North America, nights are becoming 10% lighter each year, hundreds of times brighter than they were 100 years ago, having grim implications for the health of both humans and wildlife. To unpack the consequences of a bright night sky, we interviewed Jane Mio, a freelance environmentalist on light pollution.
Light pollution is the robbery of the dark sky. It has eliminated a beauty that has been always, for all of us, accessible. And it now has become a story of the past.
Light pollution, the excessive artificial lighting produced by humans that disrupts the natural darkness of nature, was initiated by the invention of the light bulb around the Second Industrial Revolution. The cost of artificial lighting rapidly declined and lights became increasingly commonplace. Despite the widely accepted assumption that lights guarantee protection among cities, this misunderstood environmental matter amplifies the degradation of human health and presents significant dangers to natural ecosystems and organisms. In order to understand this complicated topic's impact on human health, we reached out to Stephen Lockley, an associate professor at Harvard in the Division of Sleep Medicine.
We have a clock in the brain which generates 24-hour rhythms, and this clock sends signals out to the brain and the body to control sleep, your hormones, your metabolism, your genetics, controls all the things that you know have a 24-hour pattern. So light pollution would be light at night that is confusing the clock because light's occurring at the wrong time, and that shifts rhythms and gets you out of sync with the real world. One of the first short-term effects of light at night is an impact on sleep, and that has consequences on learning and attention and mood. Over time, people who don't sleep enough have a higher risk of heart disease, of diabetes, and importantly, depression and anxiety. The impact of light at night and device use on sleep is one of the reasons we think that there's an increase in mental health issues among teenagers.
Light pollution harms a wide variety of wildlife by disrupting navigation, predation, sleep cycles, foraging instincts, reproduction, and other habits that species rely on for their survival. To expand on this, we interviewed Andy Kraish, the vice president of Dark Sky International Santa Cruz chapter, a worldwide organization leading the fight for darker skies.
Birds migrate at night. They use the stars, the movement of the stars over the course of the night to find their way. They'll use the moonlight. Some of them might even be tuned into the Earth's magnetic field. A lot of this stuff we don't even understand, right? 9/11 was this great tragedy where a lot of people lost their lives. And so we want to pay tribute to these people who lost their lives unnecessarily. So what do? We shine these bright, bright lights that mimic the footprints of the Twin Towers in New York City. That's right around the peak of the fall migration season when birds are trying to fly south. This disrupts their ability because this will exhaust these birds and they won't make it to where they go. So it's the ultimate irony to me. We're trying to pay tribute to people who lost their lives by killing another species, literally killing another species.
So far, only 19 U.S. states have put in real legislation regarding light pollution, but individuals have the power to regulate their own impact.
First of all, think about your own light environment. What lights do you have in the bedroom? How often are you using your phone in the bedroom? How dim is the light? How red-orange looking is the light? What exterior lighting do you have on your house? Is that light pointing to the sky and polluting the sky so we can't see the stars? Or is it shining onto plants that then are going to grow at the wrong time of year? And so you can think about, do I really need this light on? Does it really need to be that bright? And am I pointing the light in the right direction if I'm thinking about external lighting?
If enough people support and actively participate in the fight against light pollution, we can work to secure a darker planet and a brighter future.